Just like our heartbeat, we all have some music in us. Hi, I'm Jenny Barnett Roars, and today we're going to create our own musical instruments. To set the rhythm, we're going to start with this colorful drum. Most of the ingredients you'll probably already have in the recycle bin. You're going to need a cardboard container, some old newspaper, and I like to use the comics. You're going to need some basket shrink wrap, painter's tape, and then some things to decorate with, like stencils, painty markers, borders. Glitter glue really sets this project apart, and then your handy dandy tools of scissors, a foam brush, and some rubber bands. So let's get started. We're going to start off by making a little music of the noisy kind by ripping up this newsprint. And I just like to rip it up into small strips like this, and then into little bits. They don't have to be regular, but it is fun just to rip it up and see how many you can gather. And you're going to need a nice big pile. The next thing you're going to want to do is take your cardboard container, and we're going to remove the bottom. You can throw away the lid because we're not going to use that at all. But we're going to remove the bottom by taking our scissors and carefully poking down. And you might want to have some grown-up help for this one. And just saw it back and forth. Once you get it going, you can actually use it more like a scissors. And even rip it out with your fingers a little bit, just like this. Now, once we've got that done, we know that this is going to be the top of the drum and that's going to be the bottom. And I want to measure down, about 2 fingers worth, just because this is where the head is going to go, and I don't want to put newspaper up towards the top. So we're just going to go around like this, just to remind us, no newspaper beyond this point, just like that. And then, using our glitter glue, we're going to decoupage or apply all of this newsprint. Now, why use glitter glue? Because it's fun. Why not? It also just adds one little bit of decoration that you don't have to add on at the end. But if all you have is white glue, that's fine. Use that too. And first you want to add some glue onto the drum. Pick up a piece with your foam brush, like that, and then just lay it down and dab some more glue on top. So once you've got this all covered, you're going to set it aside and let it dry, and it'll look something like this. So this is when you can start really having fun and making it personal in the way you want it to be for you. So I'm going to use these stencils today, and I'm going to tape them down using a little bit of that painter's tape. This one's going to be for my nephew Ben. And I just tape them down into place. Let's see, we'll just start with B for today. And now we're going to use that painty marker and go right through the stencil to create our decoration. Just like this. Now, if you're a little nervous about using a painty marker, you could also just trace it out with a pencil and then color it in later with something that you have on hand. If you like to paint, you could absolutely just skip the stencil part and just paint your initial on. Or, if you don't even want to do an initial, you could do flowers, hearts, stickers. Go crazy. Have fun with it. So we're going to go ahead and set this aside and let that dry. And when you're done, you'll have something that looks kind of like this. See how I use my flower decorations here? And I just want to show you, it's so much fun to add little dots. These painting markers make great little dots in the middle of things. So I like to use that to outline my decoration. But let's get the head on, because it's not a drum until it has a head. So now I'm using basket wrap. And I don't measure, I just pull a piece out and cut it off like this. And then I'm going to go ahead and use a rubber band to hold it down for me, like this. And I just straighten it out a little bit, tugging it all the way around. And then we use the scissors to cut off the excess, like this. It's a little crinkly and a little messy, but it's worth it, I promise. Now we're going to use a little more painter's tape just to hold it in place for us. And again, this doesn't have to be super careful. And we can even leave the rubber band right on. The reason why we do this is because if we ever want to replace the head of the drum, all you have to do is switch off the top. Now, what we're going to do next is heat it up, because that doesn't sound very good. So get your hairdryer, put it on the hot setting. I test it on my arm. And then heat it up, going in a circle motion. And you can see it went from wrinkly to smooth. Just like that. and now you have a drum. To finish it off, you're gonna go ahead and add your last bits of decorations. I love using like a sparkly border, and you can use that glitter glue if you've got some left over. And add that. This one I think I'm just gonna put on the bottom. And if you want, you can hold it until it starts to set up or use a clothespin. Either way, there are a lot of opportunities for you to customize this to make it just the way you want. If it breaks, you know how to fix it, and you put a little rhythm and craft in your day.